Welcome back. We're here with our special guest, R.Stephens. We're talking about many things, but we're going to try to stay on cleansing. And Ron is very knowledgeable. He has years of experience since the 70s about supplements, cleansing, herbs, and we're trying to stay focused on why it's important and why we should do it.
Well, if you want to be happy and harmonious,
and healthier,
it's best to be as close to your naturally designed state as possible. And as we were mentioning, before the break, we've been taken away from that by choice.
Yeah, the loss of the universal mind.
True.
Right.
Right.
So the cleansing aspect, and I'll deal with it from a strictly physical standpoint, is necessary because it slows down our vibration. It meaning the pollutants slow down our vibratory rate. So there are a lot of natural cleansing alternatives, but the first alternative should be the food that you eat. Fruit has a very, very efficient cleansing action on the body, and it's harmonious with the body. So I think that if you want to begin cleansing, just start eating a lot more fruit.
More fruit. What about vegetables?
Vegetables as well, but the vegetables, if they're organic.
Okay.
See, that's the other thing you have to take into consideration. If they're organic, then they're going to add nutrients in the form of minerals, especially back into the body.
Into the body.
And then there's also like spirulina, blue-green algae. There's moringa, which is from primarily Africa, Western Africa, India, and even Hawaii. Which is very nutrient dense.
Now, are these fruits? Because these are foreign.
Moringa is
moringa?
It's a leaf. It's a vegetable, basically, but it's very nutrient dense.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah, we sell it at Sevananda. But you want to cleanse, but at the same time you want to rebuild.
Okay.
That's usually the way it goes. And there are a lot of different herbs that help your liver do what it does, which is one aspect. It has over 500 different functions, but the cleansing function is primarily the liver's job. The kidneys do it as well. Your skin does it.
True.
True. But you have burdock, dandelion. These are the mainstream herbs that will facilitate cleansing. Red clover, yellow dock, golden seal, the list goes on. And as it is now in a lot of the health food stores, you'll find that these different herbs are in combinations.
True. True.
And you also have to have fiber as well, because when a lot of people cleanse, they stop eating what they've been eating, and they primarily focus on the cleanse, so that means they eat less. And you need fiber to help move even that
out the system.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So when do you think the average person should start thinking about cleansing? I mean, like what age? I mean, how often? Just depends on your body, or depends on
now.
So so there's no set time. I mean, seriously.
No, there isn't. And this is the perfect time because this is spring.
Right.
The springtime is the probably, well, anytime you go in between seasons, all right, is a good time. But between winter and spring is the best time.
The best time?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's in alignment with the planet, and your body naturally flows that way. You also cleanse at night when you sleep. That's why it's not a good idea to eat too late.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you're interfering with the cleansing process that your body goes through when you sleep.
True. Restore, refresh. You're right. That's what sleep is all about.
And then also, you got to meditate and focus on things that will, keep you healthy.
True.
Right.
You focus. They say that yogis, and I don't know which discipline, but these yogis meditate every day of how and when they're going to die.
Wow.
You know, because that's a part of life.
True.
Right.
True.
Well, I remember some of the things that they said our ancestors used to do, you know, like the same thing as you saying about this meditation about, I don't like to say die. I just like to say the transition.
Yeah, you move on.
Yeah.
Right. That they would tell everybody bye and everything, and they would just go and squat and sin.
Right.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
You know, that they would sin. But also in this cleansing, what amount of water should you intake?
That, you know, there's no set amount. It depends on what your activity is. The type. In fact, I bought you some water. It's in the car. I forgot it.
Okay.
Okay.
And try to make the water alkaline and filtered.
That was my other question. Any particular type of water can you, like, okay, say I'm going to get ready to do a cleansing. Do I need to drink more water before, during, after? Does it make a
You need to get
difference?
a machine.
A machine?
You need to get a alkaline water machine.
The purifier.
Okay, to purify the water.
It purifies, and there's an electrolysis process that happens in the machine that separates the alkaline and the acidic aspects of the water by virtue of the hydrogen molecules.
Okay.
So the negative ions from the hydrogen molecules create the alkaline water, and the positive ions create the acidic water.
Okay.
And your body overall should be primarily alkaline.
Okay.
Now, with you speaking now, I got two questions I want to ask. But the first one is, now, in cleansing, is it a good thing to take liquid silver?
Liquid silver?
Yeah.
You mean like sea silver?
Now,
That
exactly
product?
what do liquid silver do for the body?
Silver is what the you notice when babies are born, they put the silver nitrate in the baby's eyes,
Right.
Yeah.
kill bacteria.
Yeah.
Silver was used back in the 1800s.
Okay.
You know, and doctors at that time used colloidal silver.
Okay, that was one
Okay.
thing. All right.
They practiced with homeopathy.
Right.
All right, there were no pharmaceutical drugs at the time,
That's true.
and they used natural herbs and so forth as their practice.
Right.
Right, and the silver kills up to 500 types of bacteria on contact.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, because like when I became ill and everything, that's what I did. You know, I went to, you know, some of the ancient things, and lucky enough, I've been able to keep the weight off. You know, and I can pretty much eat what I want to eat and the different things. But also in the cleansing, and we was talking about all the things that we should take. What do the sunlight really do, since our body is our biggest tissue?
Wait, let me say something before I talk about the sun.
Okay.
With the silver,
Okay.
when you said about the weight, see our fat tissue, you know, it has different functions. One is like a cushion. One is for warmth, right? One is to store energy, store calories. But one function is to absorb toxins.
Right.
And acidity, so that we don't kill ourselves.
Okay.
All right, and whenever you cleanse, and you did the silver a lot, you were killing off the bacteria, so you had no use for the fat. That's why it just went away.
So it helps to flush it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
But the sun, I mean, there's a guy who came to Sevananda.
By the way, I forgot to mention that Ron is the health and wellness manager.
The guru.
He's the man. He's
The abbot.
I mean, on a serious note, Ron is very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. He works at he manages the health and wellness division at a local well-known store in Metro Atlanta at Sevananda.
It's a co-op.
It's a co-op. It's wonderful.
37 years.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Okay.
But
anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Ron.
No, that wasn't an interruption. That was a good segue.
It was reality.
Sevananda. But yeah, this guy came there and gave a lecture twice.
Yeah, I got my colloidal silver from Sevananda too.
and he was a sun gazer, or he is a sun gazer. He looked, I couldn't figure out what his age was, but he looked maybe, well, I was probably judging based on what I felt from him.
Right.
Maybe 70. Okay, but he didn't look anywhere near 70. And he hadn't, at the time, the first time he came, he had not eaten solid food in 10 years.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, you look at the sun.
Wait a minute, Ron. Let me absorb this. Back up just one second.
Okay.
This man had not eaten solid food in 10 years.
Right.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Just solid food. So what was it? What was he?
Well, I mean, I
was
think he
everything
got
a
to the
liquid
point-
diet? Everything was liquid?
Yeah, but you can't even call it that because he stopped even drinking
Right.
after a while. Because he said that
Was he drinking water? He had to drink
1
water.
teaspoon.
A teaspoon of water?
Yeah.
And he said on special occasions he might drink some tea if somebody invited him to a gathering.
Mm-hmm.
But
Wow.
he said the reason he could do it, that all of us can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you said, we're
Is
walking
it safe
plants.
to do
Right.
it though? Is it safe
Right.
to do that? I mean, I'm just.
I haven't eaten solid food in 3 years.
Are you
since the 1st
serious?
of March.
Solid food in 3 years.
Right.
Yeah.
You look healthy to me.
I mean, think about it now. You're inside your mother 9 months, right?
True.
No sunlight.
Mm-mm.
You getting processed sunlight from your mother,
True.
and then when you come out of your mother, until you grow teeth, you just drink. I mean, I know
True.
my
Right.
daughter Anasha,
Right.
she breastfed for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
and when I lived in Africa, them little boys be 5 years old snatching for the
Nah.
teeth.
Yeah.
You know?
I breastfed for
But-
a couple of months, but 3 years
But
now.
you can- anybody can
But
do it.
look, I'm not knocking it because it is healthy.
It's a habit.
It's better for your
It's
child.
a habit. If
Yeah.
we were all brought up just to drink,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
that's what we would do.
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, getting back to the sun gazer, he said that when you look at the sun, and then he specifically said in the morning, and maybe till about, it depends on the season, but maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then in the evening, and you have to judge for yourself, but maybe 2 hours before you don't see the sun anymore. The nutrients from the sun go directly to the pineal gland and nourishes and enlivens the pineal gland, which is not dormant in us, but is not as active as it should be.
Should be.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because it regulates all the other glands.
Yeah, it does.
Right.
And he says that he gets his nutrients, everything you eat and drink on this planet gets its energy
Origin,
from
yeah.
the sun.
Right.
True.
So he
That's
says
true.
he gets it directly from the sun.
Now, bringing that into play, and I'm not going to get too deep about our ancestors.
But
and
wait a
everything.
minute. Hold up
But,
one
you know-
second, my co-host. I'm still stuck on the liquid diet. I'm sorry. I'm still back there. Okay. I have one quick question. I know you are the man and you look very healthy to me. I'm trying to figure so when you eat, it's not solid. Okay, do you mix it yourself? I mean, what do you
I
do,
make
Ron?
Juice, and,
Juice? So you
make
do
smoothies.
juicing, you do
I
smoothing?
take fruit and things like that.
So you
and
make your own. I
Yeah,
got you. I
yeah.
got you. Okay.
I'm not where he is yet.
Yeah. But now I was going to say, I know back when I was deep into my music and producing daily and everything, I used to use gems to do pretty much the same thing because I
What
used
are
to wear a
gems?
certain ring that has a certain
Oh, you mean like
caliber-
gemstones? Okay.
a certain caliber of diamond in it.
Because everything gives
And
off energy.
Take the
Yeah,
hand
even gemstones.
and rotate it to the sunlight instead of looking straight at the sunlight. Let the pure light through the diamond come through me, and it was do clear and reconstruct my equilibrium so I could be balanced. And I realized then that I would go many days without eating or anything.
I'm just trying to imagine
to,
going a couple days without eating. No, without
Well, a lot
eating.
of times it's
Like-
mental.
I mean, liquid.
Free,
I
free
can
your
see the
mind
liquid.
and your will follow.
And your heart, and the rest will follow. Okay, it's a mental adjustment. I got
Yeah,
you.
because
It
I mean,
is.
everything
It
is a
is.
habit. Everything's a habit.
You're right.
And
It takes 30 days to break a habit.
and your
That's
will,
that's a fact.
there's
You're listening to Thomasville, North Carolina's best gospel, WEOM 103.1 FM.